Explain like I'm 5 soy versus estoy in Spanish please. Soy means I am in a permanent way. I am tall. I am named Jamie. Estoy means I am in a transitive way. I am cold. I am happy. I am over here. I think of soy as I am and estoy as I am being. It's not quite temporary versus permanent, although that often works as a shorthand. Ser is for innate qualities and estar is for acquired or extrinsic qualities. In some cases you can use either one and they are both grammatically correct. Estoy triste, I am sad right now. Soy triste, I am a sad person, I have depression. I think the permanence impermanence thing can throw English speakers in certain cases like muerte. Dead. Spanish uses estar because death, while permanent, is not an innate quality of being. My Spanish teacher in school taught us how you feel and where you are. Always use the verb estar. From Google, soy is used to express stable qualities that tend not to change, while estoy implies that a particular state or condition is temporary. Soy means equals. Yo soy hombre, I am equal to man. If it's not your identity, it's not soy. Identity here may be a bit different than how we think about it in America, but it's close. Estoy means state of being. Yo estoy feliz, I'm in a happy state. To really be able to tell what things go under each one takes experience and examples. But this is the way I think about it. If you get it wrong in a real conversation, you probably won't cause major confusion, more likely it will be noticeable from context and at most humorous. It's grammatically important, but not offensive to get wrong. I speak Spanish and don't know how to explain ha ha ha. Soy could be something you are, something that does not change. And estoy is something that you are doing in that moment. Estoy caminando, estoy cocinado, and so on. Soy caliente means you are sexy or hot-headed emotionally. Estoy caliente means you are uncomfortably hot at the moment. It's best to not mix these up. Is it the same as with essere and stare in Italian? Soy is something about yourself that can't be changed. Soy de Phoenix. Soy una mujer. Soy alta. Estoy is a temporary quality or condition. Estoy muy frío. Estoy triste. Estoy estresada. Soy something you are permanently, like I am a woman. Estoy something you are in the moment, like I am happy. One simple rule which is rarely mentioned: estar is always intransitive, whereas ser can be transitive or intransitive. That means estar can never have a direct object. This is why you could never say estoy el último or el esta doctor. Soy is for permanent traits. Estoy is for temporary traits. Soy name permanent. Estoy cansado, I'm tired. Temporary. Soy answers questions like WHO are you? I'm Batman, soy Batman. Estoy. It's a bit more versatile. It's used to answer questions like how are you? I'm okay, estoy bien. What are you doing? I'm finishing some chores, estoy terminado unos oficios. Where are you? I'm right at the entrance, estoy en la entrada. How do you feel? I'm a bit under the weather, estoy algo indispuesto. Ser yo soy describes an essence. Estar yo estoy describes a status. This distinction works for nearly all uses. As a native Spanish speaker, I just explained this one to my 10-year not long ago. Sorry if my mnemonic is odd, lol. Estoy, think of describing a physical state or location. Think of estoy looking like the word state. Obviously not cognates, but ya know. Directionally similar looking. Estoy cansado. Estoy enfermo. Estoy en mi casa. Describing states or location. Soy, think of simple adjectives or telling your name. Soy alto. Soy Carlos. Soy vago. Clicked for him. The way I was taught to remember the uses for estar was with the acronym HELP: health, emotion, location, proximity. Anything else would be esser. It's not perfect for every difference between esser and estar, but good for a baseline of temporary conditions that would likely use estar. I always remember these rhymes from school. The verb ser to be expresses quality, time, possession, and identity. How you feel and where you are is when you use the verb estar. They said in Spanish G's PPL can't read. I got you. X200B. Soy significa yo soy de manera permanente. Soy alto. Me llamo Jamie. Estoy significa yo soy de una manera transitiva. Tengo frío. Estoy feliz. Estoy aquí. Pienso en la soja como yo soy y estoy como estoy siendo. Soy I am always. Estoy I am currently. I am currently upset, cold, hungry. But I'm not always. I am always human. Wardragon. American. I'm currently those things too. But that sounds weird to say in English. Right? Well, it is in Spanish too. I like to think of esser as describing what something is, and estar as how something is. The permanent temporary comparison doesn't work in a lot of cases. How you feel and where you are is when you use the verb estar is how I was taught to remember, but I learned that years ago, so I may be misremembering. I know the difference when I have to explain it in Dutch because we use these differences in words. But English has a less complicated structure. Maybe that's why some have a hard time knowing the differences. How you feel, where you are, estar. Say it in your head with a little pizzazz. Soy is more permanent. My HS Spanish teacher used this song to help remember the uses ra use estar for how you feel and where you are. 20 years later and I still remember it. Soy is the first person I form of the verb esser, which refers to how something exists in a permanent way. I am a human. I'm always human. Yo soy un humano. Estoy is the first person I form of the verb estar, which refers to how something exists at a point in time, when that might change. I am tired, but I might not always be tired. Yo estoy cansado. Estoy is your current state. Soy is a form of identification. I am cold state estoy congelado. I am a teacher identify soy profe. I am learning how to teach state estoy aprendiendo a der profer. Next I need to know también versus tampoco, and this whole vosotros thing they do here in Nicaragua. Latin had a simple copula ser, whence the word essence. Romance languages created a standing-sitting distinction for the copula from sedere to sit and stare to stand that gained more abstract meanings like to be in essence and to be in one place. Though French and Standard Italian have simplified this distinction, South Italian and Spanish still retain it fully. Esser permanent characteristic about a person or thing. Estar temporary characteristic. State of being in a particular moment. Or feeling. Unless you're dead. That sounds like a joke but genuinely. Estar muerta is the grammatically correct way of saying someone is dead. There are other exceptions but for the most part, that's esser and estar in a nutshell.